In a few seconds, and there we are. It's the Martin Fowler Scrum, Monday the 6th. No, it's the 5th. It's the 5th of March, 2018. Agile Ventures. Happy to have Sam, Nick, Musa, and Get in the Scrum. So we can get started with our scrumming. Let's start with Nick. You are here first.
Yeah, sure. What I've been doing, I did the upgrade to ROID 5. Now what is failing is the code coverage that we are using with Coverall. So what Sam told in a comment is to change to code climate. So I think that I'm going to change to that, and we will see if it works better for us. So yep, that is all. No blockers.
That's pretty simple. Seems you're having some semi-lazy Mondays, eh?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I thought it was going to be easy to fix the Jasmine errors, and it wasn't so.
All right. And how's the issue going with Stella? The event issue.
Which one?
The one you're working with Stella on the event. Was it the event or
the event is later on local support. Yeah, I think that is going to be better. I don't know, because we don't have much of a coincidence in time. So I don't know if you can help her, maybe? Because you're in the same time zone. I don't know.
All right, so maybe she can work with either Getty, Musa,
or
any of us. Yeah, I think that will be okay.
Cool.
All right, no problem. Thanks, Nick. All right. Sam, how have you been? How's your health and everything? Just give us a report.
Yeah, definitely much better. I still think I could do with another week in bed, but anyway, it's thanks for asking. Yeah, I'm back at the office getting things done. What is going on? Yeah, so this morning, I've been writing on my blog of the last day of the design sprint, just catching up with the admin stuff, and then I had a meeting with the client for the MyNote boat, and we're now discussing, the payment, for like having the project actually kick off. I've done a complete, I'll show you actually. I've done a full pivotal tracker for the project, based on a start date of the 19th of March, with all these different bits and pieces and all the features. And I've done costings for the client now and talked through those costings with the client today, and they've agreed to them in principle. And they're looking, we're talking about having them make a down payment towards the end of the week, in which case we could actually get started maybe next week on people, working on these things and getting paid on them. So that's quite positive. I mean, there is a lot of other stuff they want. The client's going to be adding some more things in during the week. But yeah, it's looking good. Of course, it's as I was saying this other day, things can look great, but there's a big difference in them looking great and people actually transferring money into your bank account. It's when the money has arrived in your bank account, that's when it actually is good, rather than just being a sort of a looking good thing. So fingers crossed that will all work out. I've got the Elixir mob coming up now. We've got also, there's various other autograder client meeting, website one meeting. We said we're going to focus exclusively on the editor thing to get to the bottom of that. And I did, after Nico's taken down the database dump from local support, and I have now deleted a chunk of data from there that actually keeps us back in our plan. So things basically under control, no clear blockers. Just trying to, I think I've got to be very careful not to overwork myself going forward. I may have to stop doing certain things, based on my health. But looking good today. Thanks very much, Siku.
Okay, thank you, Sam. And just out of our curiosity, how do you come up with these user stories? Do you involve the client or?
Yes, I mean these were and the client in this case gave us a very specific, like blow by blow of what they want the system to do, in this sort of keynote setup, and then as part of the design sprint, we wrote an actual app that displays the boat and so on, which is now not working for some reason. Well, that's crashed. But oh, there you go. There's the boat. You can see the boat.
Yep.
Things. Oh, it's responding very slowly to me today. Anyway, get rid of that. But so I've kind of, I haven't written these out in Connextra format. They're just sort of based on the screens. Like you can see there, there's like interactive boat view is just the image of it. And what's going to happen this week is I've given the client access to this, and they're going to be reviewing each of them individually and making sure that we are, set to develop exactly what it is that they want. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for that report. Anyway, okay, I'm happy to see you here. Okay, next, we should have Katie. Give us a report.
Hey, guys.
Hi there.
Oh, hi. So in the morning, we mobbed on a Ruby book, as we always do. I learned about Ruby classes and inheritance and modules. Yeah, just some basic stuff that are actually useful in the long run. What I've done today, I actually taught someone how to do a cucumber test. So as much as it didn't run, it's something. So I actually learned how to integrate a data in Picker. Musa actually taught me how to, so I'm proud of that too. And I picked a new issue on local support about how a super admin can give site admin powers to an individual user. That's the next issue I'm working on, and I'm looking forward to it. And then I wouldn't mention this as a blocker, but there's something you told me about some fields in volunteer ops, how they were not actually required fields. But as much as they're optional, when someone doesn't input them, they can be seen on the show page. So that's what I'm going to work on next.
Yeah. No, that sounds great. I was just, and I think, I had mistaken the very light validation that you had for a stronger one, which was my mistake, being a bit, my head being out there. But I wonder, you put the validation. The particular thing is you've got the validation in there to assert a maximum length of 550. I wonder why did you choose that particular number?
Actually, no reason. I just felt I had to validate them somehow.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I would say probably you don't have to if you don't want to.
Okay. All right.
I think that's why I was sort of confused, because I kind of like I just when I first read it, I just read that and I thought, oh. The other thing is that we can have, for things that are optional, we can make it explicit by adding kind of a text, like often when you have a form, I've got an example if I was going to make a comment on here, like you see this, like where it says here, leave a comment.
Yeah.
It's got this kind of grayed out, it's called the placeholder. We can set at HTML5 placeholders, say optional, and then that just highlights to the user that they don't have to add that data at the moment.
All right.
So
I'll definitely work on that.
That's a nice add if you have time. No problem otherwise.
All right. Awesome.
Okay, so that means that there's an HTML attribute that enables you to show a user when a field is optional.
There's the HTML5 attribute called placeholder, which allows you to show just kind of arbitrary text in a kind of a grayed out way. And so often it can be used to show optional. Some people use it, they don't have any labels, and instead they have we've done it actually on the app. Have I got it to hand? Can I show it really quickly? Yeah, we've got it here. You see this? So this one we've got, rather than having a label on the thing, we have grayed out what it is you need to type in, and then in brackets we have optional. But yeah, you can see, I think they mention it here. Is it placeholder? There you go. There. So it's kind of like it's a hint about what to be added, and you can use that to mention optional or whatever you like. But yeah, it's really doesn't no JavaScript. It's just an attribute that you set on the HTML. Really easy, nice thing.
Okay. Yep. Thank you for that, Sam. Next, do you have a report from Musa? I think you're next.
Okay, hi guys. I've been just learning each day, and today I learned something very important. I've been having this problem with JavaScript in my applications. So today, Sigwan blocked me and he told me that for every JavaScript problem, I always check the JS console, and that worked perfectly. And also, I learned that nowadays Rails, if you generate a new Rails app, it comes with the Rails UJS in the application.js file. So it does not come with jQuery and jQuery UJS. So it doesn't replace the two. For jQuery to work, you still have to add the jQuery in the application.js file. Also, I picked an issue, a support for repeating events. I'm planning to work on that. I've been watching a video on GoRails to work on that, and I've come across two gems, the select recurring gem and ice cube gem. So I'm planning to use the two gems to work on this. I'm hoping to complete it soon. Right now, blocker, I have no blocker right now.
Okay, thank you. About the sorry about the mute, the echoes. About the jQuery not being there on Rails, I think it was dropped on Rails 5. If I'm not wrong, Rails 5 does not come with jQuery when you generate that application. If I'm not wrong, is that Sonic or? Because
Well,
if you generate
with the upgrades that I've done, we always are requiring jQuery. So I don't really know.
Okay. All right. I think I can confirm that later on and talk about that. All right. Next, Crafty. Then Eniwoke, you'll be next after Crafty.
Hi guys. Yeah, so today my day isn't as interesting. I was actually learning about Bongo, and previously I said that I was to pick an issue to work on so that I can get myself used to it. But still one guy, so I never picked it and convinced him later. But as for now, I'm planning to people can run code on the site as they see the result.
Sorry, breaking up.
Can you hear me? Yeah, so
I think your audio is like
your audio is a bit not okay, so let's have Eniwoke while you sort out your audio. Okay. All right, Eniwoke, please give us your report. How have you been? I can't hear you. Eniwoke?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's very quiet. Sigu, you can boost his. If you go to the control room, if you mouse over the Hangout on the left-hand side, underneath the screen share, there's like a control panel, control room thing.
Yeah, I can see that now. Can you try talking? Eniwoke?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, now it's okay.
So anyway, you might also want to try and boost your microphone volume or what have you. But yeah, Sigu's able to boost you within the Hangout. But yeah, I think we can hear you. Okay, please go ahead.
Okay. So I'm just learning about web accessibility. Just that, no blockers. And yeah, just that. Can you hear me?
Yep. All right. Thanks for your report. And yeah, we can hear you. We've heard you. Thanks for that report. And are you interested in picking another issue on local support or any other project on Agile Ventures? Because I can help you out on that. May or Nick or Sam, we can help you out on that.
Yep.
I'll reach out after this.
All right, no worries. Then you can also help you find a pair partner, either Getty or Musa so far, or me, or Nick, or any person you're feeling like pairing with. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So we can talk about that later. All right. So I can give my report quickly as Craft is typing his report in. So let me just read. I normally write them on Slack. What I learned today, I got very confused about object and classes. Very, very confused about that. That's what you're going to talk about on our book mob session on Wednesday. And today we talked about the single inheritance in Ruby and looked at different scenarios and of how it normally works. Code was, I did not manage to do any of them. There was no new pull request to be reviewed as I had planned, but I managed to open a work in progress pull request on RFM. RFM is one of the projects. It runs on Ember.js and Ruby on Rails. The project manager is Robert. He's a very nice person. So you can also check it out if you feel like working with Ember.js. What I'm planning to do today, basically not really code related, just a few things to clean up, administrative stuff, and go and visit my little sister. That's it. For blockers, none really. Yep, I do not have any blocker. Okay, that's the end of our Scrum. We're 4 minutes into it. I think I can get improving on this so that we can keep it within 15 minutes, however many or few we are. All right.
So I just thanks, Sigurd. Really appreciate you running the Scrum. I know we're over time. I just two other small and well done, Crafty. Client response artwork. That's great. Two other things. So I had some feedback from the JetBrains people, and they are like, yeah, we are not going to provide free RubyMine for charities. They're being very specific. I can probably get another free month out of them. They're basically saying it's going to switch to a 50% discount. So I'm going to have to negotiate with them on the price. I'll see if I can get that free month to keep everybody working on it. But then we may have to, depending on how much we have to start paying them, we may have to make the JetBrains thing restricted to premium mob or premium face-to-face, like a higher level. I don't know that we'll have the funds necessarily to support it for all of the premium mob. I also wonder if we should be checking out Visual Studio. I'm starting to see more and more people use that. I think that is free for non-profits and so on. So that's something, maybe that'd be a good thing to discuss in the Agile Ventures community meeting tonight, actually, if people want to talk about that more. Also, I think, shall we propose moving the local support meeting to the back to the earlier time? I think for yourself, Sigu, and Stella, and Gertie, and everybody, the current time is quite late for all of you. So maybe we'll move it back an hour and a half to 3 p.m. UTC to try and help. That's on Thursdays. See if that can, help more people attend that meeting, because it's important for coordination on the project.
We can have further discussion on what time to move it, because 3 p.m. UTC is still a bit late. We'll be out of the office by then.
Okay.
So yeah, so maybe you can have a doodle on that.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can make it a lot earlier. Sorry, go on, Nico.
No, I was saying that with a doodle, yeah, it will be cool. I mean,
yeah, good stuff. Yeah, well, we should share. We've also got like an Agile Ventures Google Calendar, so we can sort of see when the time slots are. Anyway, we can take that offline. Sorry, that was my last two things. Sorry for holding up the Scrum.
No problem. Just one last thing. Crafty has written that he's currently working on embedding an interpreter on our website, so that people can be running their codes as they follow up on a blog or something. Yeah.
Cool.
Seems interesting. Okay. Thank you, guys. Talk to you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Sigurd.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.
See ya.